Hello, welcome to Train Aviation. I'm Ruxandra Mihai, the founder of Train Aviation, the first training academy in Romania for private aviation, established in 2015. Our company is specialized in offering professional training for aspiring cabin crew for commercial and private aviation. I'm here today with Raluca, one of our trainers and course developer, and we are going to talk about the importance of flight attendants on board of an aircraft.
Hi everyone, welcome to Aviation Attract YouTube channel. As Ruxandra said, today we're going to talk about why is it important to have flight attendants in an aircraft.
Here are some topics about the subject that we're going to touch on today.
First and most important thing, I think it's about safety and emergency procedures that we are having on board.
Flight attendants are well trained to provide assistance to passengers during a flight in any circumstances. We are talking about medical emergencies, emergency landings, passengers assistance, anything that requires attention and professional training.
Safety and emergency procedures. Flight attendants are extensively trained in safety and emergency, and they play a crucial role while on board. Their
Training requires a lot of attention, calm, time management, cultural awareness, and safety.
They are specialized in emergency procedure, evacuation procedure during an emergency landing, for example, medical cases on board.
Any kind of emergency that
may
arise on board of an aircraft during a flight.
Cabin crew coordination. In case of an emergency, cabin crew coordinate with the cockpit crew, with the flight deck, in order to ensure a swift coordination between the cabins, assisting passengers in an emergency, and
in case of a medical emergency as well, or any kind of an emergency that can arise during a flight on board of an aircraft.
Yeah, so coordination between cabins, cockpit cabin and passenger cabin, it's crucial as well on board the aircraft.
Flight attendants are very well trained about this, doing recurrent trainings with pilots and without them as well, because in case of an emergency, the coordination practically plays a crucial role to save the life of the passengers.
Yes, as well, communication plays an important role here as well. That's why it's very important during our training programs to have a joint training together with the pilots, in order to learn how to communicate effectively between us and apply all the procedures that we are having in our company, in our manuals.
And I want to mention something, because a lot of aspiring flight attendants are asking about this, why English language is so important in aviation, or why English language is practically the aviation language. I want to advise them to learn English from high school and continue to learn English even after that, because if they want to pursue a career in aviation, they have to have at least an intermediate level of this language. All the commands and all the communication on board of an aircraft with pilots or with the other cabin crew is made in English. Aviation is about regulations and procedures, and one of them is to have at least an intermediate level of English language. I advise all the aspiring cabin crew to learn this language, because communicating with pilots and communicating in aviation,
it's in English everywhere.
Exactly.
Regardless of the country of the company or the native language in aviation, the first language is English, and then
the second one is by choice. Sometimes definitely you can use your mother tongue if the company is registered in your country, but English is mandatory to any airline you choose.
Do you guys have any idea why during the night, during takeoff and landing, we switch off the light inside the aircraft? That's because your eyes has to accommodate to the natural light of the exterior, of the outside. Because in case of an emergency,
there is a light line in the aircraft which is very helpful in case of an emergency situation. The passengers will know exactly the way to follow to an emergency exit. It's very nice, and I'm sure that you have seen these lights because they are colored, they can be green, they can be blue, but the importance of this light line is to save the life of the passengers
and direct them to their nearest exit. Also, at the moment of the impact, other lights will appear on the ceiling as well, indicating your exit, and they're also written exit on top of them. So just be aware of where you are seated all the time, and where is your nearest and closest exit to you, and
because the exit can be behind you, not in front of you. So be aware of the flight attendants when they provide this safety
demonstration
during any flight. What else we can use in case of an emergency to control the passengers if the power is off and all the communicating systems are not working?
Are you asking me about the megaphone?
Yes.
Okay. So the megaphone that we have on board, we can use it whenever our intercommunication system is off, and we can replace that with the megaphone. It's very useful for crowd control because you can hear yourself through the entire cabin until the other end of the aircraft. So yeah, that's the megaphone.
I have seen that flight attendants use this in this recent aviation accident with the Japan Airlines in Japan. Yeah, because the communicating system was off. They used this to control the passengers, to control the crowd, and to engage them to the emergency exits.
Yeah, so see how important the training is and everything that we are doing. And I'm very happy to have seen that in this unfortunate accident, they actually used all the means of the training, and they respected the procedure, and they managed to get everyone out of the aircraft, and just for our passengers and the future passengers of the airline, just to raise their awareness about the importance of this. Please pay attention to your flight attendants and follow their instructions, and listen to them. They are there to save your life, actually.
Exactly. This is the first meaning and the primary role of any flight attendant, to ensure the safety of the passengers.
And then we are coming back with the service and everything.
Exactly. Probably you are wondering which are the most important emergency equipment that we have on board of an aircraft. We have an emergency light, we have a megaphone, we have an oxygen mask, we have
we have the oxygen bottle as well, the portable one. We have the smoke hood, the fire extinguisher.
The fire extinguishers, exactly.
The gloves, the heat-proof gloves.
We have an axe, and we will tell you why do we have an axe on board of an aircraft. We have goggles.
Yeah.
Not Google, definitely. Googles.
Eye goggles, yeah.
Eye goggles, yeah.
What else we are having?
An emergency, a medical kit.
a medical kit,
a first
yes,
aid kit, and the emergency medical kit.
And we have the slides. They're the emergency
The
equipment
slides,
as well.
exactly. We have the life vests.
Yeah. So why are they important?
Well,
to save you.
Exactly.
Yes, all of them.
Where are these emergency equipment?
Where are they? Where are they stowed? Okay,
exactly.
so all of them, they are stowed in our vicinity, so close to our crew area. So we have easy access in case of an emergency. So technically, it will take just a couple of seconds to get to the equipment itself, to grab them and start using it in order to prevent the...
And flight attendants are trained to properly use these equipments anytime.
How do we keep ourselves updated? Well, yearly we go back to training for recurrent training. Where we do all these practices and situations, scenarios. We do all these scenarios all over again, and
we go to simulator once a year, and we simulate all the emergency situations that we can have during a flight, as emergency landing, ditching, which is an emergency on water, fire on board, smoke on board, what else? Decompression. Have you ever had a decompression on board? No, I did, but we will tell you this in another story. Why are the security measures so important during a flight?
First of all, we are also trained for security. The most important for me is prevention, like all the time. So we can identify any threat to the flight or any possible unruly passenger or...
Yes, if anything or anybody will be a threat during a flight, flight attendants are trained to take security measures in order to keep the flight safe. We are trained to do that. We have a special training during our Recurrent, and I hope not to use it.
No, I never used it, but as I said before about prevention, because we can identify certain behaviors from the beginning of the flight, and we just avoid escalating conflicts, or if something happens on ground before the flight and we identify one of these behavior, we can actually offload the passenger, so we eliminate the threat during the flight.
We can recognize this typology of clients, typology of passengers. Of course, this is coming with the experience as well. But we do recognize these unruly passengers or future unruly passengers from the beginning. I had to deal with this kind of passengers, but I will tell you this story in another series.
Okay, so now just to summarize all the topics that we're talking about today in this series, are the emergency safety procedures, equipment, how to use them, how to implement our procedures on board, and everything that relates to safety and emergency and regulations. One of the other qualities that we have to be flight attendant is also part of the customer service part, which we actually practice it every single day and every single minute, because the safety and emergency, we don't practice it every flight, obviously.
We are fortunate enough not to have or not to deal with emergency situations every day, but if it happens, We know how to professionally how to act and how to save the lives of the passengers.
At the end of this series, I would like to summarize what we've talked today. Except the safety and emergency procedure and all these aviation regulations, you obviously found out that we are very well trained and highly professionals. And I want to mention that one other quality that we must have to become a flight attendant is in this customer service area as well, because we do practice these customer service skills every single day and every single minute from since we are starting our duty and our flight. And this is an important thing as well.
Yeah, all the airlines are looking for customer service oriented people. So not only tolerant people, punctual, flexible, adaptable, positive people, but also customer oriented people, because aviation is about people and for people. So in order to do this glamorous job, because it seems so glamorous for the others, behind the scene we have a lot of training and with a lot of exercise, simulating all these emergency situations. We have all these skills in order to apply them and to use them during any flight.
It's a package.
Exactly, it's a package.
It's a package. It's the whole package that you have to have.
But we'll talk about what skills do we need in order to become a flight attendant in some other series, and also what it takes to become a flight attendant or a pilot, because this aviation career is very tempting for any man or any woman 18 years or 18 years or old. We do thank you,
Aviation Attract. Thank you for having us here.
Exactly. I just wanted to say that we want to thank you, Aviation Attract, for having us today. Please do subscribe to this channel, because you can find useful information about aviation, nice stories about people working in aviation, and also please do follow Train Aviation channels. You can find us on TikTok, you can find us on Instagram, or you can just click on our website www.trainaviation.ro, and you will find a lot more about us and about the training we provide for aspiring cabin crew.
And please feel free to leave a comment on this video with any questions that you might have, or any topics that would you like us to discuss in our future series. Anything that comes to your mind, please do leave a comment, and we will get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aviation Attract.
Thank you, Aviation Attract.